Hello everyone. In this second lecture, we're going to look at some concepts relating to compound sentences. Compound sentences are not very complicated as long as you understand simple sentences. It's essentially just putting together simple sentences into a longer one, and we'll get into that in the next couple of slides. So, the first thing that you need to understand, coordinating conjunctions. I'm sure you've always heard, or you've all heard by now, fanboys. Put a little poster from the movie Fanboys over there. So remember the term fanboys, for and nor, but or yet so. These are all coordinating conjunctions, and they all serve different functions as far as meaning. Grammatically, they all are exactly the same. They all appear in the same ways, but the meaning is different in all of them. Now, you need to be aware that for is almost never used as a coordinating conjunction. For is used as a preposition very commonly, but almost never as a conjunction. So the meaning of for as a coordinating conjunction is almost the same as the meaning of the word because. However, because is not a coordinating conjunction. So probably in your writing you want to avoid using the word for as a conjunction. Only use it as a preposition. Yet is also very uncommon, but not as uncommon. Yet serves a very similar function to the word but. Nor is somewhat commonly used, usually as a part of a longer phrase, neither one nor the other. Now, the other thing that you need to know about is the use of semicolons along with transition words. So the semicolon can be used in place of a comma in a coordinating conjunction between two clauses. So it can connect clauses. You can just use a semicolon without a transition word if the relationship is very clear. However, if you need to explain the relationship between the first clause and the second clause, you may want to use an introductory transition. If you're having a hard time remembering what an introductory transition is, take a look at the transition chart that is posted on the Blackboard for you to download. So you can see in the comic that the young children don't quite know what that semicolon is. They think it is part of a winky face. The teacher is saying, but in ancient times, the semicolon was used to separate archaic written devices known as complete sentences. So not really archaic, because you will use the semicolon at some point to separate two complete sentences that are related to one another. So let's talk about compound sentences. It's a pretty simple idea, not too much to say. Basically, all you need to do is connect two simple sentences. So each simple sentence would be one clause, and you put them together into a longer sentence connected either by a comma plus the coordinating conjunction. So you would have the first clause, comma, and then one of the fanboys words, followed by the second clause. Or instead of using fanboys, you could use a semicolon with or without a transition word or phrase to follow it. Now, these are some practices that you can do in Chapter 18 to look at the concepts that we've just talked about, 18-2, 18-4, and 18-7 on the corresponding pages, and we will discuss those prior to the next lecture in this unit.